Back in February of this year, we finally got a new Nintendo Direct showing off a ton of new games coming to the Nintendo Switch, like Splatoon 3, Skyward Sword HD and Miitopia. And out of those three, I was definitely most excited for Miitopia. Mainly for the fact that I already own Skyward Sword on the Wii, and Splatoon 3 is just gonna add more gameplay and weapons to the existing Splatoon formula. But Miitopia also seemed like a ton of fun. And luckily we got a demo for the game in late April and I played it, and today we're gonna be taking a look at it. So let's roll that intro. So, Miitopia originally came out on the 3DS in December of 2016 for Japan and then in July of 2017 for everywhere else in the world. And with the game being released in the Switch's first year, I originally thought this game won't do so well, but it's actually the 49th best-selling 3DS game of all time, which is still a big accomplishment taking into consider that games like Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey came out in that same year. But now onto the game itself. Is it any good? Well, in my opinion, yes. So, Miitopia is an RPG game with these characters known as Miis, which on the 3DS there were a bunch of games using these characters, but on the Switch, actually not so many. The most notable ones have to be Smash Bros and Mario Kart, with Mario Maker 2 coming in at the second place for having the Miis be used for the online rankings in that game. But what I already mentioned, this game is an RPG, and if you don't like those, you might want to try it out the demo. Since Miitopia is actually a really bizarre type of RPG. While in a normal RPG you will need to take turns and all of your characters will need to choose an attack, and you will need to try to find a weak spot or the weakness of an enemy. And while that is still how this game works, it's a lot more simple. In battle you only control one character, that being the Mii you start out with. All the other party members are controlled by the AI. Which makes the battles actually really random, which is where this game in my opinion shines. In these battles, your team members have also a chance to do a special action which can benefit you or work against you. Like with these actions, a character could do more damage or use less MP on an attack, or they could steal an item from one of the other characters' inventory, which makes it so that that character loses the item which it maybe could use to save itself in battle. And I think this battle system is really enjoyable, and with those actions being random, every battle will play out different, making the game more enjoyable in the long run. Getting into those battles is surprisingly enough not random. So as you see, there's this big map which you explore in a bit of a level by level kind of way. When entering one of those levels, your current party gets put on a road, and on this road they will walk or run if you hold the ZL or ZR button. Here you of course get the battles. And you also have a chance to find a treasure chest, which can give you the chance to get some more money, or a weapon, or even some armor or an item to heal one of your Miis. Then you also have the chance to trigger a random event, and these are probably my favorite, since with these you will see your Miis bond with each other over something simple like finding an item on the ground, or even something dumb like the party gets hungry and then one of them is just pretending to be eating something just so that he can trick his stomach into thinking he's actually eating. Which is in my opinion kinda dark, but it's still lighthearted enough to let it be funny. Then at the end of every road you will encounter an inn. Here you can check up on your Miis, and this will also be where most of the gameplay will come. So every inn has 5 normal rooms and later also a horse stable. But in here you have to give your Miis a room, and if you want to you can put 2 Miis together. If 2 Miis are together in a room, their friendship will increase. Here in these inns you can also give your Miis some food, which you can get from enemies, and every piece of food in the game gives a stat bonus to a specific stat. But this is also kinda tricky, since every Mii has a different taste in foods, which means while one Mii really likes a specific type of food, another Mii could really hate it, which I feel is a really interesting gameplay feature. And if a Mii enjoys a specific food, it will get a small bonus, making it cost less food to level up the specific stat. And if a Mii hates it, it will still upgrade the stat, but it's gonna cost a bit more food to do so. And I still think this is a great mechanic, which after learning it, it can easily be used to make the game just a tad more interesting. But besides that, you can still do more at an inn, like play some minigames, which there are a whopping two of. There's a rock paper scissors minigame where you can win money, and then there's a roulette wheel where you can win random prizes like armor or some extra EXP. And there really isn't much to say about these two, besides that you need a special ticket known as a game ticket in order to play them, which you can get from the story and from the chests. And then last but not least, you can let your Miis go on dates, which you need an outing ticket for, which is a brand new addition to the Switch version of Miitopia. And just like the game tickets, you get these from the story and from chests. So with these outing tickets, your Miis will go to a special location like a cafe or even a beach. When the Miis arrive at the location, a cutscene will play, which are actually pretty different compared to the random events you encounter on the roads. Like one time my Mii went to the beach with Barack Obama and they had a water fight, which showed me that my Mii, his eyes look very weird when he becomes smog. And they were also pretty tired after that fight, which I thought was pretty funny. This was also where I saw the game dip in some FPS, but so far I played, this was actually the only time it actually lowered the FPS, and this was legit the only in-game thing that was kinda negative for me. Also, something that I just have to mention is that this really is a game that not everyone may enjoy, mainly to the fact that the gameplay is kinda lacking and that most of the game revolves around randomness and waiting for stuff to happen. And Nintendo definitely knows this, so that's also probably one of the reasons they decided to release this demo. But yeah, that's the demo of Miitopia for y'all. All in all, I really enjoyed this demo and I'm definitely gonna get the game as soon as it comes out and I'm definitely gonna no-life it. But for now, there really isn't much to say besides that I hope that with this game getting another chance that we may see games like Tomodachi Life and Wii Party also get another chance. But yeah, that's it for this video. Goodbye.